This is a story about August 5th, the day of Street Scene San Diego. Now, Street Scene San Diego, the first band, doesn't start till 3:30, so we had to find something to do until 3:30. And an idea had been floating around about going kayaking because our aunt and uncle, Lucy and Richard, have kayaks, which they would let us borrow. So we floated the idea around and we decided to go kayaking in single kayaks.
Even though it was already noon and I had friends to meet us up to go to Street Scene coming around too, we decided whatever, it's a beautiful day, let's just go try this. So we get there and we realize neither of us are wearing a watch, so my aunt offers us a plastic bag to put a cell phone in to keep as a timepiece. I was originally going to put my phone in the bag, but then I decided, well, my brother's lost his phone before, so I don't really care, if anything happens to his phone, I'll give him the bag.
Alright, so we put the phone and her keys in the bag, and I put it in my pocket. We unloaded the kayaks, and we got in the water.
Now, normally, I don't bring my car keys with me when I go kayaking. I've gone kayaking tons of times, never had any problems. Usually I lock my purse in my car and I give my keys to my aunt or uncle, and so when they come pick us up, I can get my keys. For some reason, perhaps in the rush of trying to just get out there so we could enjoy a little bit of time, I just decided to let Frankie have them. Back to Frankie for...
And so we put the kayaks in the water. It was actually made out of canvas, had a canvas covering, and Stefanie had the plastic one. Mine was supposed to be faster, and I'm not a very good paddler, so I thought that would help us keep pace. So we got off. It was a pretty choppy day, I must say, for San Diego Bay. And so we got out, we were going towards the Star of India, and we were going to the submarine there. We were going to take a break there, and I was pretty tired, I was tired from the night before. It had been a long night. And so my kayak started to tip one way, so I overcompensated the other way, tipped over, the whole thing fell over, and so I figured no big deal, flip it back over, I'll get back in.
We're just kind of we're just kind of laughing, oh, this is funny,
point.
Oh, it feels good to be in the water, whatever. I'm up ahead, I'm like, hey, we gotta go, what are you doing?
You were like, oh, I was thinking about jumping in
Yeah,
myself.
I was thinking of just getting out, And then after a couple of minutes of Frankie trying to flip the boat, a thought occurred in my mind. Oh no, the keys and the phone. So I asked Frankie, hey, do you have the keys and the phone?
And the whole time I'm thinking, I don't even think about it because they're in my pocket, but I'm wearing athletic shorts that day, so they don't have deep pockets. And as I'm trying to flip it over and the keys are gone, so we have no idea what to do. Our keys are gone and the boat is slowly sinking down.
Yeah, it's filling up with water.
So Steph paddles over and she grabs one end, I grab the other end. We're about, 1,000 feet offshore? Maybe not that far, but 500 to 1,000 feet offshore. So pretty much I grab the end that's almost all the way underwater, and I just start swimming towards the shore as hard as I can on my back. Thank goodness we wore a life vest.
Yeah, and by now we've gathered a small crowd of onlookers up there on about 15 feet above the water on the pier. And someone asks, do we need help? And we're like, yeah. So long story short, this man ends up sending a rope down to tie onto the kayak to try to hoist it up, but it's full of water.
Yeah, it's
too heavy. So he walks it all the way
down
down to this other rocky part. And at this point, Frankie, I'm noticing some blood on his shirt. He's gotten some scrapes from these,
I have some scrapes
rocks.
on my arms and legs.
Eventually, we get the kayak, straightened out. I get in there. I send him off to there, but no keys. Can't get into my car, and it's the kind of car where they can't just cut me a new key. So currently, I'm still without a car.
We were supposed to get there at 3:30 to see all the Stefanie's bands that she's never seen before, and we didn't get there till 6. So it was.
Looking back on it, we can laugh now,
yeah.
And thankfully for the kindness of strangers here in San Diego, we were able to get that straightened out. But at the time, it wasn't really that funny.
The end.